In a world inundated with rapidly evolving news cycles, where the line between fact and fiction often blurs, one man's explosive revelations have sent shockwaves through media circles. Elon Musk, the billionaire entrepreneur known for his ventures in electric vehicles and space exploration, has taken a bold stand against what he describes as brazen fake news edits by CBS's flagship program, 60 Minutes. This controversy has not only reignited discussions about journalistic integrity, but has also sparked a fervent debate about the role of media in shaping public perception, particularly concerning political figures like Donald Trump. The revelation. On a seemingly ordinary day, Musk took to social media with a thread that detailed his grievances against 60 Minutes, accusing them of manipulating his interview to misrepresent his views and intentions. The implications of his claims were staggering. If a media giant like CBS could distort the truth, what did that mean for the average citizen trying to navigate the complexities of modern news? Musk's allegations suggested that the edits made by 60 Minutes were not just innocuous cuts, but strategic alterations designed to mislead the public. Musk's criticisms were not merely about a single interview. They pointed to a broader pattern of behavior in which major media outlets engage in sensationalism and manipulation. As he laid out his case, it became clear that this was not just about him, but about the very fabric of democracy and the right to truthful reporting. The media landscape. The media landscape today is complex and fraught with challenges. With the rise of social media, misinformation spreads faster than ever before. Traditional news outlets find themselves in a perpetual struggle to maintain credibility while competing for attention in an age where clicks often trump accuracy. This environment has led to a situation where sensationalism can overshadow the truth, raising questions about the responsibilities of journalists. In this context, Musk's accusations against 60 Minutes resonate with a growing segment of the population that feels disillusioned by the mainstream media. Many Americans are increasingly skeptical of news sources, feeling that they have been misled or manipulated. The fallout from Musk's revelations could further erode trust in established media institutions, particularly if his claims are substantiated. The impact of social media. Musk's decision to take his grievances to social media is emblematic of a larger trend in which individuals, particularly public figures, bypass traditional media channels to communicate directly with the public. This shift has profound implications for how news is consumed and disseminated. In an era where tweets can ignite global conversations, the power of social media to shape narratives cannot be underestimated. Moreover, Musk's use of platforms like Twitter to expose perceived media malpractice highlights a growing divide between traditional journalists and the new wave of digital influencers. As more people turn to social media for news, the challenge for traditional outlets becomes even more pronounced. How to remain relevant and credible in a rapidly changing landscape. The ethical implications. At the heart of the controversy lies a fundamental question about ethics in journalism. If media organizations prioritize ratings and sensationalism over accuracy and integrity, what does that mean for democratic discourse? Musk's allegations against 60 Minutes raise significant ethical concerns, prompting discussions about the responsibilities of journalists to report truthfully and fairly. The notion of journalistic integrity is not merely a lofty ideal. It is essential for the functioning of a healthy democracy. When news organizations fail to uphold these standards, they risk alienating their audience and undermining public trust. The fallout from Musk's revelations could serve as a wake-up call for media outlets to reevaluate their practices and prioritize ethical reporting. The political ramifications. In the current political climate, where divisions run deep and trust in institutions is waning, the impact of Musk's claims could extend beyond the media landscape. His accusations against 60 Minutes come at a time when public perception of the media is closely tied to political allegiance. For many, the narrative surrounding Trump and his administration has been shaped by media portrayals that often lean toward sensationalism. If Musk's allegations are proven accurate, they could bolster claims made by Trump and his supporters that the mainstream media is biased against them. This could further polarize public opinion, reinforcing existing narratives and deepening the divide between those who trust the media and those who do not. A call for accountability. Musk's demands for accountability are not just about his personal grievances. They represent a larger call for transparency in journalism. As consumers of news, individuals have a right to expect accuracy and integrity from the outlets they rely on for information. The potential consequences of failing to meet these standards are significant, not only for media organizations, but for society as a whole. In the wake of Musk's revelations, there is an opportunity for media outlets to engage in a critical self-examination. Are they prioritizing sensationalism over truth? Are they willing to hold themselves accountable for their reporting? These are questions that must be addressed if journalism is to reclaim its credibility in an increasingly skeptical environment. The future of journalism. As the dust settles on Musk's accusations, the future of journalism remains uncertain. The rise of digital media has transformed how news is reported and consumed, and the challenges are only likely to grow. In this landscape, maintaining credibility and integrity will be paramount for traditional news organizations seeking to retain their relevance. Musk's bold stance against 60 Minutes could serve as a catalyst for change, prompting media outlets to reevaluate their practices and prioritize ethical reporting. However, this change will require a concerted effort from journalists, editors, and news executives to adhere to the principles of honesty and transparency. Conclusion. Elon Musk's explosive accusations against CBS's 60 Minutes have ignited a firestorm of controversy, raising critical questions about the integrity of journalism in today's media landscape. As he calls for accountability and transparency, the implications of his revelations extend far beyond his personal grievances. They touch on the very essence of democracy and the role of the media in shaping public perception. In a time when trust in the media is at an all-time low, Musk's confrontation serves as a reminder of the importance of ethical reporting and the need for media organizations to hold themselves accountable. As the conversation continues, the future of journalism hangs in the balance, and the responsibility to uphold truth and integrity lies with both media organizations and the public they serve. This article serves as a framework for exploring the complexities surrounding Musk's allegations and the broader implications for media and democracy. If you would like to delve deeper into specific sections or add more detail, please let me know. Investigative journalism has long been heralded as a cornerstone of a healthy democracy, serving as a watchdog against corruption and misinformation. However, the recent controversies surrounding major media outlets, including the allegations made by Musk against 60 Minutes, have raised significant concerns about the state of investigative reporting today. The decline of investigative reporting. In recent years, many respected journalism institutions have faced budget cuts and layoffs, leading to a decline in investigative reporting. This decline is alarming, as investigations require time, resources, and a commitment to uncovering the truth, even when it may be inconvenient. When outlets prioritize sensational stories that attract more viewers over thorough investigative pieces, they risk sacrificing journalistic integrity. Musk's critique of 60 Minutes can be seen as a reflection of this broader issue. If major networks are skimping on investigative journalism in favor of quick, attention-grabbing pieces, the public may find itself misinformed and manipulated. The consequences of this shift are profound, as investigative journalism plays a vital role in uncovering corruption, abuse of power, and misinformation within both government and corporate sectors. The importance of fact-checking. One of the critical components of investigative journalism is fact-checking. In an era where misinformation can spread like wildfire on social media, the responsibility of journalists to verify their information before publication has never been more crucial. The allegations against 60 Minutes suggest a failure in this regard, as Musk alleged that their edits misrepresented his words and intentions. The media's credibility hinges on its ability to provide accurate and well-researched information. When outlets make mistakes or engage in misleading practices, they not only harm their reputation but also contribute to a culture of skepticism among the public. Musk's outcry serves as a reminder that the stakes are high, and the consequences of journalistic malpractice can reverberate throughout society. The power of public figures. Musk's position as a high-profile public figure amplifies the impact of his claims against 60 Minutes. His global reach and influence mean that when he speaks out against perceived injustices in the media, people listen. This phenomenon raises questions about the responsibilities of public figures in shaping narratives and holding media accountable. The influence of celebrity voices. In today's media landscape, celebrity voices can significantly influence public opinion. Musk's criticisms resonate with many who feel disillusioned by traditional news outlets, particularly in a polarized political environment. When public figures like Musk challenge the integrity of media organizations, they validate the concerns of a broader audience, potentially galvanizing public sentiment against perceived biases. However, this dynamic can also lead to the spread of misinformation if public figures do not responsibly articulate their views. The line between critique and conspiracy can become blurred, leading to a dangerous cycle of distrust in media institutions. This underscores the importance of responsible communication from influential figures, particularly in an age where their words can reach millions in an instant. The role of media literacy. As issues of misinformation and media manipulation come to the fore, the importance of media literacy becomes increasingly evident. Educating the public about how to critically analyze news sources is essential for fostering a more informed citizenry. Building critical thinking skills. Media literacy involves teaching individuals to discern credible sources from unreliable ones, understand biases, and recognize manipulative tactics used in reporting. By cultivating critical thinking skills, consumers can better navigate the complex media landscape and make informed decisions about the information they consume. Musk's confrontation with 60 Minutes can serve as a case study in media literacy, prompting discussions about how to evaluate news coverage critically. Encouraging individuals to question the narratives presented to them can empower citizens and promote healthier discourse in society. The role of educational institutions. Educational institutions play a crucial role in promoting media literacy. By incorporating media literacy into the curriculum, schools can equip students with the tools they need to analyze information critically. This training should extend beyond mere recognition of reliable sources. It should also encompass an understanding of the motivations behind news reporting and the potential consequences of misinformation. The emergence of figures like Musk in the media spotlight can further underscore the necessity of media literacy in education. As students witness public figures taking a stand against media manipulation, they may be inspired to engage with news more thoughtfully and critically. The response from CBS and 60 Minutes. In light of Musk's accusations, CBS and 60 Minutes will likely face significant pressure to respond. The network's reputation is at stake, and the implications of Musk's claims could have far-reaching consequences for their future operations. Addressing the allegations. CBS may need to conduct an internal review of their editorial practices to address the concerns raised by Musk. This could involve re-evaluating how interviews are edited and ensuring that the integrity of the content is maintained throughout the editing process. Transparency in journalistic practices may help restore trust among viewers and stakeholders. Furthermore, CBS could consider engaging with media watchdog organizations to assess the accuracy of their reporting. By collaborating with independent entities dedicated to upholding journalistic standards, CBS can demonstrate a commitment to accountability and a willingness to learn from past mistakes. Rebuilding trust. Rebuilding trust in journalism is a daunting task, especially in an era of heightened skepticism. CBS and 60 Minutes will need to take proactive steps to foster transparency and open communication with their audience. This might include publishing corrections or clarifications when inaccuracies occur, as well as providing insight into their editorial decision-making processes. By acknowledging past errors and demonstrating a genuine commitment to improvement, CBS can begin to rebuild its reputation as a credible news source. This process will require time and consistency, but it is essential for the long-term viability of the network. The broader implications for media. Musk's expose of 60 Minutes goes beyond a single incident. It reflects a larger crisis within the media industry. As audiences demand greater accountability and transparency from news organizations, the landscape of journalism may undergo significant changes. The rise of alternative media. In response to perceived biases in mainstream media, alternative media sources have gained traction in recent years. These platforms often prioritize independent reporting and offer diverse perspectives that challenge conventional narratives. While they can provide valuable insights, they can also propagate misinformation and conspiracy theories if not held to the same standards of accountability. The future of journalism. As the dust settles on Musk's accusations, the future of journalism remains uncertain. The rise of digital media has transformed how news is reported and consumed, and the challenges are only likely to grow. In this landscape, maintaining credibility and integrity will be paramount for traditional news organizations seeking to retain their relevance. Musk's bold stance against 60 Minutes could serve as a catalyst for change, prompting media outlets to reevaluate their practices and prioritize ethical reporting. However, this change will require a concerted effort from journalists, editors, and news executives to adhere to the principles of honesty and transparency. Conclusion. Elon Musk's explosive accusations against CBS's 60 Minutes have ignited a firestorm of controversy, raising critical questions about the integrity of journalism in today's media landscape. As he calls for accountability and transparency, the implications of his revelations extend far beyond his personal grievances. They touch on the very essence of democracy and the role of the media in shaping public perception. In a time when trust in the media is at an all-time low, Musk's confrontation serves as a reminder of the importance of ethical reporting and the need for media organizations to hold themselves accountable. As the conversation continues, the future of journalism hangs in the balance, and the responsibility to uphold truth and integrity lies with both media organizations and the public they serve. This article serves as a framework for exploring the complexities surrounding Musk's allegations and the broader implications for media and democracy. If you would like to delve deeper into specific or add more detail, please let me know.